Welcome to Mobile Active's Research Screencasts, where we connect you to the latest research on mobiles for development. There is extensive literature about mobile penetration, but just because mobile penetration is high, it doesn't necessarily mean that mobiles are actually affordable for users. By understanding tariffs and estimating affordability, we can better inform public policies to ensure universal access. In this report, Hernan Galperin, in collaboration with the Regional Dialogue on the Information Society and the International Development Research Center, attempts to estimate affordability of mobile phones in Latin America and the Caribbean region. The OECD method focuses on the lowest cost of a basket of mobile services. In this method, the cost of a select number of services is compared across different operators. It distinguishes between three typical users with either low, medium, or high volume of calls and text messages. Services used by low-income users were set at 30 outgoing calls per month and 33 text messages. For the cost of services, they accounted for parameters such as destination of calls, time of calls, length of calls. Here is an example of how they weighted destination of calls. So, the big question, where is it cheaper to use mobiles in this region? And also, where is it more affordable? This graph shows the prepaid cost of a low-usage basket in current dollars. Brazil has the highest prepaid cost at $45 per month, while Jamaica has the lowest cost at $2.20 per month for this particular basket. The average in the region is $15 per month for a low-usage basket. It appears that Jamaica has the lowest rates for prepaid services in the region, with Costa Rica running at second best. This graph presents a comparison between prepaid in blue and postpaid costs in red. In 13 countries, prepaid is the most economical option rather than postpaid. So, where does Latin America and the Caribbean region stand when compared to South Asia and OECD? Let's look at the major trends. Mobile tariffs in Latin America and the Caribbean are very expensive compared to the rest of the world. At the high end, the cost of prepaid ranges from $45 in Brazil to over $15 in Chile. While Jamaica and Costa Rica hang out at the end of the tail, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and India lead in having the lowest tariffs. So back to the puzzle. Jamaica wins for the lowest tariffs, but is it affordable for low-income users to tap into mobile services there? This report evaluated affordability by determining the cost of mobile services as a proportion of income in the third income decile. Studies have indicated that 5% is the threshold for telecommunication services in the region. Any expenditure above this significantly reduces mobile adoption. For prepaid services, the cost was compared using income in the third decile as well as GDP. The black line represents the threshold of 5% of monthly income. When estimating affordability using GDP, it seems like tariffs are affordable in most countries. This is untrue when looking at the income in the third decile, which represents low-income users. The blue bars show that mobile tariffs cut deep into the incomes of the majority of users in these countries. In Jamaica, almost 15% of income would go to pay for the specific basket of services. Costa Rica looks as the only place in the region where mobile tariffs are affordable. Here, the blue bar falls below the 5% threshold. The affordability curves show the difference in the cost of prepaid services and 5% of income. They usually demonstrate the gaps in purchasing ability experienced by people at the bottom of the pyramid. Along the x-axis, income deciles are listed from richer to poorer. The y-axis shows that 5% of income in each decile. The solid line represents the cost of prepaid services in Brazilian currencies. As you can see, for a large proportion of Brazil's population, mobile tariffs are unaffordable. Here's another example. In Paraguay, the affordability gap affects less people. Although per capita income is lower than Brazil, lower tariffs results in significantly smaller affordability gap. Hernan Galperin quantitatively and visually shows how access to mobile phones is not universal and that high penetration does not necessarily reflect affordability. In Latin America, mobile service usage is the lowest compared to South Asia and Africa. Excluding Africa, 8 out of 10 of the highest tariffs worldwide were found to be in Latin America and the Caribbean region. The average monthly cost here was about $24, which is twice the cost of OECD countries and almost 3 times the cost in South Asian countries. Although the report covered a comprehensive range of parameters, the report acknowledges that it did not include the price of handsets or connection charges into the equation. To address some affordability issues, the report suggests that more competition is needed in the market, which should involve sharing telecom infrastructure. This may mean reserving frequencies for new operators wishing to get involved in the market. Thank you for tuning into this week's Research Screencast. Stay tuned for more mobile research at your desk. Please visit our M directory for further reading.